Hello, you're watching TVS News at 5 with me, Douglas Elliott. It's Sunday, January 23rd. Now let's begin with our top story. Former Sarawak Deputy Chief Minister and one of Parti Pusaka Bumiputra Bersatu PBB founding members, Datuk Simon DEMBAB MAJA, has sadly passed away peacefully on Saturday at a private hospital, and the matter was confirmed by his family member. He was 85 years old. The late Simon MAJA served as the Deputy Chief Minister under the then Sarawak Coalition government in 1970. He was also one of the founding members of Parti Pusaka Bumiputra Bersatu (PBB), having contested in the first direct Sarawak state election in 1970, representing Parti Pusaka. Parti Pusaka then merged with Parti Bumiputra to form the current PBB. The late Datuk Simon MAJA left his wife Datin Rosalind City, Germany, 3 children, 3 grandchildren and 2 great-grandchildren. The wake service is being held at his residence in Tabuan Jaya till Monday before his later rest in Nkalili. Following Parti Rakyat Sarawak's PRS announcement that the party may field a female candidate in one of its 6 parliamentary seats in the upcoming 15th general election, Parti Pusaka Bumiputra Bersatu PBB Women's Chief, Datuk Sri FATIMAH ABDUL wholeheartedly welcomes the decision, saying that it is the right move towards providing more opportunities for women in politics. Met by reporters today, FATIMAH hoped that such move would be emulated by other Gabungan Party Sarawak GPS component parties, the likes of PBB, Sarawak United People's Party SUPP and Progressive Democratic Party PDP. The State Minister of Women, Childhood and Community Wellbeing Development also said that currently there is a lack of women's representative in politics, and thus she hoped that this soon would change. On Saturday, PRS Acting President Datuk Joseph Salang Gandum said the party may nominate a woman candidate to contest in the coming GE15 to promote greater inclusivity in the electoral process. Close regional cooperation between Sarawak and neighbouring countries is crucial to enable the implementation of the Vaccinated Travel Lane or VTL. Minister of Tourism, Creative Industry and Performing Arts, Datuk Sri Abdul Karim Rahman Hamzah said the implementation will enable the reopening of the state border, thus boosting the tourism and economic sector.
Karim added that the ministry is planning to open its borders, initially with Singapore, to be followed by Brunei and Indonesia.
Sarawak enters phase 4 of the National Recovery Plan, where more activities would be allowed with relaxed health and safety protocols. This will help the tourism and creative sector to recover. We should work out with the relevant authorities as well as countries so that the Vaccinated Travel Lane or VTL could be implemented to open Sarawak's border to regional countries, with probably Singapore as a start and later Brunei as well as Indonesia.
According to Karim, although flight frequency to the state has been increased from 307 to 562 per week, focus should also be given to domestic tourism to boost the local economies through the organization of various incentives and programs.
It is hoped that COVID-19 pandemic will move into an endemic stage soon. The arrival in December, which was also shown just now, the arrival in December 2021 has jumped up by more than 500% as compared to December 2020. We target that the tourist arrival in 2022 will reach at least 1.2 million visitors.
When asked to comment further on the VTL implementation, Karim expressed that although Sarawak is targeting Singapore as the first VTL country, the state will not rush the matter and will continuously monitor the situation in the country, as Singapore is also in the midst of battling with the Omicron variant.
A sea of bright red lanterns adorn Cebu Central Market to usher in the upcoming Chinese New Year celebration. A collaboration between Cebu Municipal Council and SMC Market and Petty Traders Association, over 500 lanterns were hung to inject the festive spirit of the season. Bukit Asek Assemblyman Joseph Cheung Jin Ek said the lanterns were hung early this week.
As we know that Cebu Central Market is one of the icon, the symbolic for Cebu town. So it is very appropriate for us, depends on the festival, that we put on the decorations so that we be able to attract more customers to come. For example, the Chinese New Year is coming, we put on the lantern, all the rest, the firecrackers, decorations, and so on.
In addition to liven up the festivities, Cheung Jin also said that such initiatives will also promote Cebu as a festival town and a model of unity.
We'll be able to show to other places that Cebu is a town of festival, that we all live together peacefully, regardless of the religion, the races, so we can all come to this central market. We can buy things here, and then we can eat together, we can buy things, we can shopping together. And it is also my childhood dream of, especially during the Chinese New Year, we come here and shopping with my mother.
Additionally, Cebu Central Market will be installed with 93 high-performance closed-circuit televisions, CCTVs. According to SMC Market and Petty Traders Committee Chairman, Councillor Albert Yang, it will up and enhance the security in the market. The CCTVs comprise of short and long range, wide angle, as well as 360-degree vision to ensure that every corner of the market is covered.
We are going to install 93 numbers of CCTV. So basically, in this CCTV arrangement, we will be installing short range, long range, wide angle, as well as 360-degree CCTV. So high vision, they help us to design the whole system so that our market will be basically every angle, every area will be securely covered by our CCTV.
Moreover, the CCTV's installation will help solve recurring issues such as thefts and indiscriminate parking, as well as squabbles among business owners.
We will minimize the disharmony between hawkers, because a lot of time when hawkers quarrel, we have no evidence that who is right, who is wrong, and sometimes we also can prevent some stolen cases in Cebu Central Market. We also can better manage our traffic. There will be less illegal parking. We have the CCTV to capture the illegal parking around the Central Market, which is causing our Jalan China, causing our Kupelong Backland jam during the peak hour.
Currently, there are about 20 units of CCTVs installed at the market.
Hi, I'm Alex Young, and don't forget to catch the Tony Lapar Show exclusively on TVS Channel 122 on Astro and MyTV.
Hello darling，你看。
你知道妈咪很板当的哈 ，You remember？
Yes.
Hujan lebat sejak jam 6 petang Jumaat menyebabkan beberapa kawasan termasuk laluan utama.
Kampung ni dah kira macam tenggelam.
Sedih pasal rupanya dah tak ada apa-apa langsung. I think second banjir yang paling teruk lah.
Sedikit sebanyak inisiatif yang kita buatlah.
Bantuan-bantuan memang mencukupi melebihi.
Saya berbesar hati, terima kasih.
Sebab kita ni semua satu Malaysia.
Welcome back. The young Di-Pertuan Agong Al-Sultan Abdullah Riyatuddin Al-Mustafa Bilal Shah has been undergoing health checks and follow-up treatments at the National Heart Institute (IGN) since Saturday. According to Istana Negara, the king is in good health and is scheduled to be discharged in the near future. Comptroller of the Royal Household for Istana Negara, Datuk Pengelola Bijaya Diraja Datuk Indra Ahmad Fadil Samsudin said the checkup was following the intervention treatment for his knee joints and ankle His Majesty underwent back in September 2020. He added the treatments had been initially postponed due to the COVID-19 standard operating procedures implemented at all hospitals nationwide. He assured that the king will be returning to the palace after the treatment is completed and urged the public to pray for the king's speedy recovery. Meanwhile, Raja Permaisuri Agong Tunku Haja Aziza Aminah Maimunah Iskandaria was seen arriving at IJN at 2:50 p.m. on Sunday. Prime Minister Datuk Sri Ismail Sabri Yaakob today explained the delay in distribution of flood aid involving 500 ringgit for the purchase of electrical goods and 2,005 ringgit to replace damaged items was due to the verification process. Nonetheless, Ismail Sabri said he had instructed all parties to expedite the process. He also said that the government is committed to helping flood victims as soon as possible to ease their financial burden in enabling the provision of compassionate cash aid or PWI of 1,000 ringgit from the federal government to be dispersed immediately. And finally, New Zealand Prime Minister Jacinda Ardern said on Sunday that she had to cancel her wedding as new restrictions were imposed across the country to slow down the community spread of the Omicron outbreak. New Zealand will impose mask rules and limit gathering from midnight on Sunday after a cluster of 9 COVID-19 Omicron cases showed community spread from the North to South Islands after a wedding.
As for mine, my wedding will not be going ahead, but I just join many other New Zealanders who have had an experience like that as a result of the pandemic, and to anyone who's caught up in that scenario, I'm so sorry, but we are all so resilient, and I know we understand that we're doing this for one another, and I know that will help us continue on. Oh, such is life.
New Zealand will move to a red alert level under its COVID-19 protection framework with more mask wearing. New Zealand's borders have been shut to foreigners since March 2020. The government pushed back plans for a phased reopening from mid-January to the end of February out of concern about a potential Omicron outbreak, as in neighbouring Australia. Indoor hospitality settings, such as bars and restaurants, and events like wedding will be capped at 100 people. The limit is lowered to 25 people if venues are not using vaccine passes. About 94% of New Zealand's population over the age of 12 is fully vaccinated, and about 56% of those eligible have had their booster shots. And that's all the update for News at 5. Be sure to tune in to Nightline at 11:30 p.m. I'm Douglas Elliott. Thank you, and till then.